The question is, do the new developments in technology and research give me some iota of optimism? And yes, I became pessimistic, and then the World Wide Web came along, and I became a huge fan of that when it first began. In 1994, I had one of the first existing websites. So that's now going on 15 years. It's a short time for the evolution of a new technology. You know, when the wheel was first discovered in Persia, it took something like 2 or 3 thousand years to reach England. So the rate of cultural diffusion, which is one of the fundamental parameters in complex dynamical system, has jacked up a quantum level by the internet. So uh, I became more optimistic because things like, say, Al Gore's movie "An Inconvenient Truth" is reaching an enormous number of people because there it is on the World Wide Web, and you can read reviews of it. There's blogs about it. This information is everywhere very rapidly, and that enormously enhances our chance of survival. So my pessimism has been reduced actually by new technology. I think there's nothing I could dream of that would be more appropriately what we need than free and instantaneous communication. Just all the information from everywhere, not old literature, but anything published within 15 years, scientific research, poetry, book, everything is all there freely for anybody ever who just has electricity or a solar powered $100 laptop now has access to all of this. What could happen? Well, if the free and instantaneous internet continues, then we might be saved. So, just accepting that for the sake of discussion, because we'd like to have a chance here. So let's cling to that. Well, how could we fail then? First of all, the World Wide Web and the internet could be enormously slowed down by being overpowered by traffic beyond its capacity. So it is, as a matter of fact, slowing down. And one of the huge bandwidth wasters is spam. So some people feel that spam could ruin our chance here, and other people feel like spam will be the motor for the development of Internet 2 and more bandwidth. So there's another chicken and egg situation. Another way it could fail is, yes, it maintains its speed, but on the other hand, it loses its freedom, and that you would have to pay to get the information. So we know that communications giants like AT&T are maybe trying to take over through manipulating the FCC or whatever to take over control of the internet. So we have people like EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, John Perry Barlow, and so on are fighting to keep the internet free. So we can't take this technology for granted. We can take the internal combustion engine for granted. We can take a woven cloth for granted, the jacquard loom, the automobile wheel. Nobody can take these things away from us, no matter how much they might cost. Market forces, I don't know, but we could actually maybe lose the internet. So we are losing, large parts of the radio frequency spectrum that we have depended on in the past for broadcast radio, pirate radio, and TV. So the internet can't be taken for granted, and that's just a little. This would be, I would say, the location of my personal balance of optimism and pessimism right now. If we lost the internet, I don't know what we could do to replace it. And probably we will lose it at some time. So we have a finite window of opportunity, and things are moving very, very rapidly. There are, I think the World Wide Web is interesting not only because it's so helpful, but also because it's the product of freely given altruism. People who work all day for pay programming work all night programming for free in order to bring us this incredible software, the freeware and the open source software that make the whole system run. I mean, almost every web server in the world is using Linux, is using Apache, is using PHP, is using freeware. Open source freeware is a contribution out of good heart of all these talented kids. So that's the optimistic side, and yet there are dark clouds on the horizon, and we have to kind of watch out. We can't take it for granted. We have to fight for freedom of the internet.